Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for the very first time, welcome. It's good to have you. And our topic for you today, it's quick ways to improve gym sales performance. Quick ways to improve gym sales performance. So if you're an individual salesperson, you're looking for some thoughts on how you can improve. If you're managing a team of salespeople, this information is going to be for you. Now, before we get into our topic here today, a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, take a moment, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks that are looking to open a new gym, you need funding. You have an existing operation, you need funding. We can help with funding for up to $400,000. It's completely unsecured. No restrictions. You can use it any way you want to. It's a minimum credit score of 680 or better in all three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. Minimum income of $50,000 per year, each of the 2 previous years. Check the links below, financing and funding. There's numerous ways we can help you. So anything we can do to give you some assistance in that, just hit that link and be happy to chat with you about that. And so with that said, let's jump into our topic here today. And it's quick ways to improve gym sales performance. And so if you're in charge, hire the right people. Hire the right people. I'll give you one simple example on this. A lot of clubs, they'll have their front desk that will do the sales. And in some cases it works well, some cases it doesn't. Okay? But one of the challenges there when it comes to hiring the right people, if you hire somebody in a front desk capacity, and that's what they think they're being hired for, and now all of a sudden hey, you need to be doing sales, may not be the right person. What if you hired a salesperson, had them work the front desk? One example of kind of what I'm talking about here, but also when hiring the right people, make sure you've got a real strategy on how we're going to recruit, how we're going to promote the recruiting, how we're going to hire, how we're going to train, how we're going to onboard, how we're going to follow up, what's the ongoing training going to look like, what's our culture look like. There's an awful lot that goes into this, okay? Because we can hire the right person, put them in a bad situation, they're no longer the right person. So a lot to go into on that particular part of it. Check the channel here, numerous videos that can probably help you with that. But make sure we get the right people hired. And manner of speaking, we're going to train them up, okay? And we're going to create that environment. It's one of the things that the job descriptions I give of management. What is our job? We want to create an atmosphere that allows a motivated person to act. Number 2, invest in sales training. One of the absolute best things you can do. The thing about sales training, you just don't learn it once and that's it. It's like your members that are coming in. If they come in on a regular basis, they take class on a regular basis, they work out on a regular basis, guess what? They're going to get great results. They come in once a month, not so much. It's the same thing with sales training. Do it on a regular basis. Have weekly training classes for managers, weekly training classes for weekend managers, management trainees, salespeople, new hires, constantly being training. Have it on the schedule, same date, same time, every week. Do it all the time. At some level, you're training every single day. Okay, this is one of the things that can really jettison you to the top quicker than anything else is regular training. Plus, one of the things you end up getting from that, which has been my experience, is you get a lot of loyalty because when you train people how to do something, you teach them, you show them how to be successful at it, you get something that sometimes is hard to recruit, which is that loyalty. So invest in regular sales training. If you want to talk about it, hit me up in the links below. We can help you with that. Number 3, you want to have a proven sales process. You want to have a proven sales process. How do we answer the phone? What does our script look like? What is our sales process when the customer comes in? How do we deliver the pricing information? How do we follow up with the customer? What's the second sale look like? Make sure there's a defined process in each one of those. And again, you can check the channel here, for some specifics on that, but make sure that process, and it's a proven process. You don't want people winging it. You don't want them going off in their own direction. Okay, you want a proven way to do this, and we want to manage it. Because one of the things that I know to be true, I see it over and over and over. Businesses and gyms that have great attitudes and follow the process, they have a high level of consistent success. It's the ones that don't have that struggle. Number 4, quick ways to improve gym sales performance. Make decisions based on sales performance. Make decisions based on sales performance. Here's what I mean, is learn to manage based on objectives. Like, for example, let's just say, we'll make it simple here. Let's just take unit sales. Let's just say our unit sales quota is 100. And every day I see that number, and right with that, here's my projection. I'm projecting 75. I'm halfway through the month, I'm 25% under. Every day I'm looking at those kind of numbers, because what you want to learn to do, make decisions based on those numbers. Manage based on these objectives. My objective is to get 100. I'm projecting 75. What do I need to do today, tomorrow, the next day to get those projections up? That simple little thing can make a big difference for you, because too often, A, we're not looking at it. And number 2, if we are, we're not making decisions on it. We're just kind of accepting it as information. Use it as information to start making decisions on. Manage based on those objectives and where you're at right now. This is a quick way to improve it. It changes our action level, changes what we do, gets us going. Number 5, train your reps to win. Train your sales reps to win. So much of this is mindset. I can just give examples of groups that I talk with that, you can tell the right mindset's there. It's, I was talking to a group recently, and they gave me every reason why this is never going to work. Well, probably won't. Okay, we have to change that mindset. What we have to learn to do, A, we have to be accountable, because if it's working, it's because of me. If it's not working, it's because of me. Okay, and why is that true? Why does that have to be true? Because I'm the only thing I have 100% control over. We want to be in the solutions business. Give power to the solutions. Don't give power to the problem. Identify it and let's move on. Here's what it is. Now, what's the solution? Give power to that solution. Choose to be accountable to implement that solution. Get your expectations up. I mean, one of the things I see frequently, if you want to take your business to the next level, wherever you're at right now, even if you're just an individual rep, you own a chain of clubs, no matter where you're at. Okay, you want to improve, do 2 things. Number 1, change your think. Whatever you're thinking right now, whatever it is, think bigger. Think bigger, but be specific, write it down. Instead of 100 sales, maybe it's 200. Maybe it's 300. It doesn't cost you anything to think bigger. And then the second thing, raise your action level to match this new think. Okay, if we're going to do 200 sales instead of 100, what does that action level need to look like? How am I going to pull that off? How am I going to do that? Okay, simple process, but we have to change our mindset. We have to change our think. Okay, we have to give power to the solutions. Number 6, coach your coaches. Coach your coaches. And so a couple things on this. You want to have training for your managers. So often with management training, it's more or less, hey, we need to hit our numbers, But train managers how to do this, because who gets to be a manager? Usually it's the person who's best in sales. That's how I got promoted. I was number 1 in sales. Jim, you're the manager. Well, guess what? I knew nothing about how to manage. I had to learn. Now, I was committed, and I was focused, and I was dedicated, and I spent more time at the bookstore, I think, than anywhere else, reading as much as I could, to try to understand how to do this. Because being good at sales has got nothing to do with being good at management. And so train your managers how to manage. And not only that, when you're doing other training classes, bring your managers in, let them train on things that they're really good at. But what does that also do? Now, whoever that backup manager is, that weekend manager, that assistant manager, now they're in charge. It gives them a chance to kind of run a little bit. So make sure you're thinking about how to coach the coaches, how to manage the managers, how to teach them how to do this, how to lead others. Because one of the core issues sometimes for a top salesperson becoming a manager, a top salesperson Yeah, it's all about me. It's about how good am I? I'm the star. I'm the manager. Now it's about you and me making you the star. It's a big difference. So make sure we're training them. Make sure we're teaching them. And if you're going through that yourself, make sure we understand, how we need to do that and how that needs to look. Okay. Number 7 on my list of quick ways to improve gym sales performance: make personalization easy. Make personalization easy. Here's what I mean. One of the bigger mistakes that I see frequently is when you give a tour of a club, it's all about features. Features, features, features. We have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. Well, we want to, this is part, it goes back to training again, but train not just the features, what are the benefits of those features? What are your goals? Why are your goals important? And tying in the customer's goals, tying in why it's important, tying in the benefits of what it is. Because when it comes to selling, when value exceeds price, people are probably going to buy from you. Okay? If all we do is talk about features, we turn it into a commodity, it gets reduced to, hey, whoever has the lowest price. So you want to have processes and systems that makes personalization easy. Make it about them. Okay? Number 8 on my list of quick ways to improve gym sales performance: elevate your member experience. Keep who you have. This is all about the member experience. A quick question for you. Do you know your attrition numbers? What's your attrition as a percentage every month? Most places I talk to, it's usually at least 4%. Well, if it's at 4%, you're losing almost half your member base every year. That's a lot, okay? And what it means is we need to elevate our member experience, okay? We have to look at the numbers. We can't blame the customer. We can't blame the economy. We have to choose to be accountable. There's really no other option, okay? We want to give power to the solution. And so the challenge here I give to you, what are we doing to elevate that member experience, to create that customer loyalty? Take a good look at that. And again, we have other videos here on the channel that can help you do that. Number 9, quick ways to improve gym sales performance: activate every sales channel. Every sales channel. One of the problems that so many gyms have is 1 or 2 channels. Okay, 1 or 2 ways of driving business. We need to get as many people in that front door as possible. If your goal is to get 100 new members, all things being equal here, the easiest way to do it that I've seen, get 200 people to walk in the front door. Now, you might close better than that. You might have a higher conversion rate than that. But get 200 people to walk in, sign up 100 in business. Okay? But you have to activate every sales channel. How many sales channels are there? I mean, it's staggering how many there are. I mean, I could probably list you 100 different ways, to start driving traffic. Check the channel out for numerous ways to do this. But there's so many ways to do it that you make sure you use all of them. And there's a lot of ways you can do some of this. I'm not talking about overspending and things like that. You can have interns, okay? You can have pay-for-performance programs from folks that are working remotely. There's a lot of things you can do to activate this, but check other videos on how to do this. But you want to use every single channel. Do you have a member referral program? Do you have a former member program? Do you have a way to market to members for add-ons, upgrades, for personal training? There's a lot of different things going on right there, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. And then last on my list, quick ways to improve gym sales performance. If you're the boss, put your people first. Put your staff first. Treat your staff, treat your people like you would your very best member. Okay? It's all about the culture. It's all about creating differentiation. Why should I want to go to work for you? But put your people first. In simple terms, create an environment that allows a motivated person to act, but treat your staff like they're your very best member. So folks, again, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. And if you've not yet done so, take a moment, please. Hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. To learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And for you folks that are looking to open a new gym, you need funding, you have an existing operation, you need funding, we can help with funding for up to $400,000. It's unsecured, no restrictions on use, minimum credit score of 680 or better in all 3 credit bureaus, minimum income of $50,000 per year, each of the 2 previous years. You can check out the links below under financing and funding, several different options for you. We appreciate you being here on the channel today. Hope you found it beneficial, and we'll look forward to seeing you on that next video.